This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's an Odyssey station. And let me tell you, man, you want to get the right mood. Well, Odyssey's created a bunch of curated radio, these music stations, exclusive stations for you.
Yeah, if you love 70s, just click on the classic 70s station and enjoy some of the sweet music from the 1970s. Or if you're a fan like Ryan Castle, and I bring him up because, well, he's the man who put together this station. It's the Jugger Yacht Rock radio station where it'll put you in the mood for some sweet sounds of Hall & Oates.
Yeah, he'll make your dreams come true. Ooh, ooh.
Was it Christopher Cross?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Backwards. Sailing. Why do I know this? I hate all this. I don't hate Hall & Oates, though.
Well, if you want to hate yourself, then listen to the Yacht Rock station, BJ.
There are hundreds of these new curated stations made just for you on the Odyssey app. And if you don't have the app, well, you can listen to us on that as well. Just get it, AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix. And it's time to pump it up for Monday. Get out there, get pumped up, have a great day.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you too, even. Everyone.
You too, even, BJ.
Wow. Okay. Well, I thought he was talking to me in the first place, but it's nice to know I'm still included.
Man takes a couple days off, comes back full of love.
Hell yeah, I love everyone out here because it's been a long weekend in Spokane, and while Spokane is a lot of fun, it is what I like to call feral. The place is nuts. I got into almost a demolition derby in a Safeway parking lot. Like, a dude literally drove over the little curbs where the handicap parking are to go through as opposed to pulling his car out.
Well, that's the city motto is Spokane. We don't give an F.
Yeah. They did not. Like, people were just driving around everywhere and crazy. Had a great time, but that was kind of a sticking point for me on that one.
And we just realized we were both in Spokane at the same time because I was there on Saturday night wrestling. And I saw Rev tweeting about something in Spokane, but I thought it was just talking about a product that's from Spokane, but he wasn't in Spokane. My mind wasn't working properly. Had I known, I would have been like, dude, come on out.
And I didn't even think about it or anything when I saw him post a couple times. And then I was just like, yeah, we spent a long weekend there. Ended up in what they called the Bromuda Triangle.
What the hell is that?
A lot of college bars. So I was kind of hanging out with the college kids, doing a little drinking.
The Bromuda Triangle. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a little crazy. So I'm actually kind of glad to be back to the normality of what we do here.
Yeah.
Sobriety.
Something like that. There's sobriety of what we do here, yeah. Let's get to our contestant. We got Justin in Ferndale. Justin, are you there?
I sure am, Rev.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Bye. For those playing at home, Justin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Justin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I sure am. Well, let's do this.
Nice. Starring opposite of Sylvester Stallone, what was Sandra Bullock's first movie?
Ooh, Rocky?
No.
Pass.
What U.S. national park is known for its geysers?
Yellowstone.
Yes. In what year of the early 60s did the Rolling Stones form?
61, 2, and 60?
62, yes. In 1976, the spacecraft Viking 1 made history after it landed where?
Uranus rough.
No.
Let's go with the moon?
No.
Mars.
Yes. How many Oscars has Helen Mirren won?
1, 2, 3.
1, yes. What is the capital of Oregon?
Salem.
Yes. Until recently, Chris Harrison was the host of what reality show?
To Catch the Predator?
No.
That's Chris Hansen. Pass.
The ampersand symbol shares a key on a standard computer keyboard with what number?
Ampersand. 2?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct.
Oh, boy. That's right up the middle.
Yep, exactly. Straight down the middle.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm freaking 1, 1, and 1.
Oh, so something's going to happen. Something's going to give, or maybe not.
Oh, exactly. Someone might win, someone might lose. Or they might not.
Steve, this gentleman is 1, 1, and 1 against you.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
It's a big game.
The numbers are going to be all skewed now.
I know. You can screw it all.
Justin's also representing the great state of Ferndale, so, you know. This is
And funny enough, I'm actually 2, 2, and 2 on Beat the Producer.
Oh, old school.
So now it's combined together, 3, 3, and 3, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Ferndale's right by Bellingham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. I'll be there this upcoming weekend. On
Really?
Saturday night. Yeah, wrestling in 5cc Wrestling over in Bellingham, Washington.
Killer, man.
You are
For the title,
You are
BJ.
traveling to Spokane, Ferndale. You're going all over Washington to beat people.
I could be their first ever champion.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I might be coming back with some gold on Monday, boys.
I hope so.
Oh,
I hope you walk in with the championship belt.
I'll wear it
with
here.
some entrance. Please, 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 please.
Yes.
We'll call you an Olympian if you come back with the gold.
Nice. Yeah, I should tell the Olympics so they can add it to their tally.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't.
We're second in gold.
Are you ready? Ah, yes. Starring opposite of Sylvester Stallone, what was Sandra Bullock's first movie?
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
No. Oh my gosh.
Judge Dredd.
No.
Rocky.
No. What U.S. national park is known for its geysers?
Yellowstone.
Yes. In what year of the early 60s did the Rolling Stones form?
1962.
Yes. In 1976, the spacecraft Viking 1 made history after it landed where?
Uranus.
No.
Of course.
Mars.
Yes. How many Oscars has Helen Mirren won?
1.
Yes. What is the capital of Oregon?
Portland.
No.
Bend.
No.
Capital of Oregon. I don't know. Oregon City.
No.
Take me down.
Until recently, Chris Harrison is the host of what reality show?
To Catch a Predator?
No.
Oh, wait. The Bachelor.
Yes.
Chris
The
Hansen.
ampersand symbol shares a key on a standard computer keyboard with what number?
8?
No.
7.
Yes. The Boys is a comic book series that airs on what streaming service?
Prime. Amazon Prime.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-5.
Ooh, sorry about that, Justin, but you are now
Wow.
1, 2, and 1, sir.
Hey, it's all good. It had to happen at some point, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You call back because you can get back in the win column. I know it.
Exactly.
I feel good.
Well, you can tell everybody.
And then you can tell everybody.
Tell 'em.
Tell all of them. That's Steve's telling everybody.
All the boys, the girls,
All of them?
men, the women.
But you're the man. Is he, though? Well,
Yes.
right now.
All right, fine.
And probably, I don't know, in Spokane. Did you win in Spokane?
I sure as hell did. I beat that stoner Max Burnside.
Of course you did.
Yes.
And then you're going to be a champion next week when you
I hope.
when you come back with the championship belt.
I don't think that everybody was happy about it, though, because from what I was told, they changed the name of a beer to reflect what people think of Steve. I saw that Instagram post.
They did. There's a brewery in Spokane called Humble Abode Brewery, and they provided the beer for the venue where we were wrestling. It was a great Trailbreaker Cider House, I believe it is.
Oh, nice.
Really sweet spot. And if you're in Liberty Lake, Washington, you should check it out. It's like awesome food, great drinks. But they changed the name of their usual IPA for one night to Middle Finger for Migs IPA.
I'll take one middle finger, please.
And everyone's going up there like, love your beer, man. I'm like, my beer. And then I look on the wall and it says Middle Finger for Migs. I'm like, son of a... And it was really good. I had to have it too, of course.
Of course, right?
All telling you they're your number one and they're drinking your number one beer.
So for that one night, I think it's usually called their Reflection IPA. So if you're ever in the Spokane area, check out Humble Abode and get that, because I'm not usually an IPA guy and it was really tasty.
That's awesome. Some of the questions you did not get, Justin did know that the capital of Oregon is Salem.
Damn it.
Not Oregon City, which I don't think they have one there.
Oh, come on. They got to have an Oregon City.
And I was kind of surprised that you didn't get this. I'm kind of surprised nobody got it. Starring opposite of Sylvester Stallone, what was Sandra Bullock's first movie?
Is it Demolition Man?
Yes, it is.
I couldn't think of that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually,
I
keep forgetting that's her first movie.
Yeah, and I don't know how she ended up getting it, but the original person who was supposed to be in that role was Lori Petty. If you know her from like Tank Girl or Orange is the New Black.
What happened? Yeah, why couldn't she get in it?
Scheduling stuff, and they just needed to find someone, and they found Sandra Bullock.
Was Lori Petty in A League of Their Own?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought
She was the younger sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Pitcher?
Yes, she was the pitcher.
Yeah. Good movie.
It actually was a really good movie.
Shocking I remember anything from it.
I feel like you remember her from it.
The only two things I remember from A League of Their Own is there's no crying in baseball, and then Tom Hanks relieving himself for like a minute and a half.
Tom Hanks was so good in that movie.
Madonna was in it, Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
It was an all-star cast in the sense of like, it was the perfect casting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I feel like that might have been the first time we really heard that Rosie O'Donnell did a movie. Was that her first movie, I wonder, or League of Their Own?
Oh, gosh, yeah, I don't know.
How about Sandra Bullock getting that lucky? Because she wasn't even supposed to be in it. It wasn't their first choice. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out, I mean, and so did the movie industry get lucky because she was fantastic in the movie. And you were like, wow, this she's got talent. Let's put her in more movies.
And she was totally like just kind of that clueless newbie sort of character. So it really fit well with the whole thing.
Yeah. And she was she was just very likable, you know, because that whole society was just so stupid. And yet she was really likable in that society. And you know, that's the mark, I think, of a good actor, when you really go, you know, I like this character, even though I hate their entire world that they live in.
Well, congratulations, Steve. You won Beat Migs.
Hey, I saw a movie over the weekend.
Whoa,
TJ.
did you?
Oh, here we go.
Whoa, I'm very excited.
I believe it was on Amazon Prime.
Oh, boy.
Called Jolt.
Oh,
Kate Beckinsale.
I've heard people talk about this movie. I haven't seen it, but a couple of my friends did watch Jolt. Well, what's your impression of it? I heard it's Kate Beckinsale's the lead.
Yeah.
Is it an action movie?
Yes, very much so. And I have to say, like, the first 30 minutes was awesome. 40 minutes of that movie, and she's a badass. Like, honestly, I could see her just keep putting her in action movies. Like, so my criticism of this film really doesn't have anything to do with her. Just, it got stupid.
Oh.
After about 40 minutes, you're just like, okay, this is really not going anywhere. And so we just eventually, I just looked at my wife and I'm like, I'm kind of done with this. And it's just like, I don't know, just...
That's
like one of those
unfortunate.
movies where like the premise was really cool. I was feeling it, and it just kind of just never got any better. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I think if you see it, you'll probably understand what I'm trying to say. But it was just like, at first, okay, I'm feeling this. This is a cool idea, and then it was just like dumb.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting thing because there's another movie I think on Netflix called Gunpowder Milkshake. And so,
with Karen Gillan and Lena Headey.
And so,
I was digging that one. My wife wasn't feeling that one at all. She's like, are we going to keep watching this movie? And I'm like, well, I don't like it enough to keep watching it, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Okay, so would you say that's a better one than Jolt from what you'd seen from both movies?
That's a tough call.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's that. Okay.
They're both similar. They're like very like, it's a different vibe in how it's shot and like the presentation of the film. Like, they both have a different, like, kind of unique flavor to it, at least from the movies I typically watch, which are not typically good. So, I mean, but I think that Gunpowder was probably going to be a better film.
Yeah, you know, the problem I'm having is I'm seeing people go, it's good for what it was. It's just like, I don't want to watch things just because it's good for what it was. Now, I don't know, maybe because people have Netflix or people have Prime, therefore, well, that's what I have. So I'm going to watch what I have.
These are I feel like these are the straight to DVD movies, but now it's straight to streaming service.
Good
movies.
call.
Except they're huge named actors as opposed to B, C, D listers. But I was checking Rotten Tomatoes, and Jolt got 34% on the tomato meter with only 42% audience score, while Gunpowder Milkshake got 63% on the tomato meter and 51% audience score. So technically it's better than Jolt, but by not much, though.
So here's what I'm seeing, because I think you made a really great analogy, Steve. It used to be the straight-to-DVD movies. Mm-hmm. People would go, well, they're cheap. This is what I'll get because I can't afford, just like people used to have to wait way back in the day for the discount theater in order to see their favorite movie because they just didn't want to pay full price. But the difference is these streaming people want you to get their stream, so they will pay a lot of money to great actors to still star in a B movie. It's like it's a B movie quality with writing and plot and maybe whatever else. Because I just watched another one called Cosmic Sin with Bruce Willis.
See, I can't even get my wife to agree to that one. I keep going back to that one because I'm like, I'm a sucker for Bruce Willis. Even though the last few things he's done has been trash.
And he doesn't do much in this movie. It's almost, honestly, there's an action scene with Bruce Willis in this movie where you go, all right, he's going to start mixing it up. And really, everybody else fights. Bruce sits at the bar, and then if somebody gets close to him at the bar, then he bangs their head on the bar. That's all he does in the whole fight.
What do you want from him?
Yeah. Too old for this S. The audience gave it 60%. However, the tomato meter gave it 3%.
That's really
Cosmic
bad.
Sin's not good. I fell asleep multiple times during that, and I thought, I don't fall asleep in movies. What the hell? But it was just, and so I kept waking up and I kept rewinding. I go, okay, where am I? I'll rewind again, get back to it. It just was, and it, again, good. It had like star power. Even the special effects were pretty good. It's just the story was just like, what?
Someone just texted Steve, I hate how you don't finish movies. What am I supposed to do? Torture myself to finish a movie so I can say I finished the movie? If I'm not feeling it, I'm just going to move on. I've got a DVR full of professional wrestling to watch, people. And I have a limited window of time because my child wants to watch Coco Melon for 20 hours of the day. So,
Steve, let me rephrase that guy. He's from a mental health standpoint. Steve, I hate that you don't have completion issues.
Although the next text says the ending of Jolt super lame. So I feel like I dodged the bullet.
Sounds like it.
Even if I saw the whole movie, I wouldn't remember what the hell happened. So why don't I just nip it at the bud? As soon as I stop liking something, I'm done watching it.
Yeah, I think this is a thing. I think streaming services are just basically giving us B movies with A actors. And because
I think you're right.
Yeah, and it's like that's what they're doing because all they want to do is get more subscribers. Mm-hmm. Which, I have to tell you, at the end of the day, maybe it's not a bad idea because there's some really good shows on Netflix and on Amazon Prime. So, it's not like the movie might not be good, but there's other stuff on the service that's good.
And if you have a hankering to watch Kate Beckinsale, a super hot, attractive woman, beat some ass, I highly recommend the first 30, 40 minutes of Jolt and then just turn it off.
And, there's... and she's been kicking ass for a long time. She's been doing it since Underworld. And she was in her 20s then, I'm sure. Yeah. So she's got to be close to 50 still now kicking ass.
She's close to 50?
She has to be.
48.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. Dude.
If you follow her on Instagram, she does not look like she's 48.
I would put that up. Is she one of those Julia Roberts types? You go, how is it, even if you have work done, it doesn't look like you've had work done and you still look youthful. How's that possible?
I don't know, but man, watching that movie, if I did not know who she was, and I know she's been around for a while, but like if you just said, how old do you think this actress is? I'd be like, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and she's such a badass in the film.
Holy, that's Kate?
This is her.
That's Kate.
You know what, Kate? Congratulations. She must really just,
I like that she wrote, the caption said bumming around, and it's really just a video of her just showing off her butt.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Bumming.
She's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. I say call it the bum in England. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's me bum.
I feel like she's like now becoming the female Liam Neeson, though. Like, she's just like any movie she's going to be in, she's just going to kick some ass.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For about a half hour.
Her and Mila Jovovich.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's all they can do from now on. Like, I can't really picture either of them like in a romantic comedy or like a comedy or anything like that. They just have to kick ass for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. Is she still kicking ass?
Probably.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think she's still married or was married to that Luc Besson director. The guy I think The Fifth Element is how they got together.
Mm-hmm. They broke up in 99, dude.
Oh, wow. In 99 they broke up?
Mm-hmm. They only dated for a little bit.
I guess so. That's
stop living in the past, BJ.
Wow, that's way in the past. I didn't know she was available. All right.
Oh, there you go.
I'll just slide into her DMs.
Oh, dear.
There we go. I'm sure that'll work. Hey, we got a woman that just shared a crazy story about how her aunt put a hit on her grandma so that she wouldn't be able to attend a wedding. You're going to hear about this at 7:17. I'll make that 7:19 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Steve, this TikTok ain't going away. I guess I guess it's not going to go away.
It's more and more popular every day. Vicky loves it, and so does everybody else.
Yeah. We could say, on this show, probably not. Just Vicky.
I think just Vicky loves it.
Who knows?
Well, Danny's getting into it. He does his dancing videos with Joe.
Oh, right.
I know. I share a lot of videos with Rev, so I think he's kind of into it too.
Oh,
just watching.
Yeah. I'm a voyeur.
It's taking over this show.
Yeah, we've all gone to the dark side, BJ.
Yeah,
it's time for you to get on the TikToks.
I see it like whatever, like Facebook. People are just throwing their throwing TikTok videos on Facebook. So that's how I know that. But I don't go. I don't even.
So over under. Do you think before the end of 2021 will BJ have a TikTok?
I think, if we make it, yes, but I feel like he will be addicted to TikTok if we get him into the right TikTok circles.
Yeah.
So we get him into board game TikTok or nerd talk, All
right. I didn't know if they have that.
I'll they have everything.
Well, currently, I think I would be interested in this wonderful woman by the name of Madison who claims that her aunt hired a hitman to take out her grandma because the aunt didn't want the granny to come to her son's wedding.
I think today is National Aunt and Uncle Day, so this is an interesting day for. I didn't bring that one up because I'm like, that's stupid. Not realizing I should have brought it up because of this.
All right, I'm going to go get my whiteboard so that we can figure out how this all connects.
My aunt decided she didn't want my grandparents to be invited. Those would be her in-laws. Instead of just voicing that opinion, she decided to hire a hitman to kill my grandma.
Okay.
Wow.
Explain yourself.
Wow.
Did it work?
Madison's family got the cops involved, but it's not clear if the aunt has been arrested yet. Ooh. Meanwhile, the wedding is a week away. So this isn't like, I thought it was a story from the way back.
No.
This is current stuff.
And it looks like it's the aunt's not a biological aunt.
Oh, this is insane. How insane is this? So the wedding is a week away. The grandmother hasn't been invited, and she's upset about it. It's not clear if they told her about the hitman or not.
You might not want to go to this wedding, Grandma.
How do I get invited to this wedding? I feel like there's going to be some drama no matter what. Whether or not Grandma shows up, there's drama happening.
Now, is it Madison's kid that's getting married? See, I'm trying to follow the bouncing ball. I don't know who's getting married, but I just know someone's grandma going to die if they get their way. And
my cousin, so it's Madison's cousin got engaged.
Ah, there we go.
And they decided he said he was going to invite my grandma, who's 85, and my aunt, my cousin's mom, who's not my biological aunt, decided that she didn't want my grandparents to be invited, so because those would be her in-laws.
My head hurts.
I know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just. But imagine how crazy you are, or mentally unhealthy you are, that you think, you know what? This wedding's not going the way that I want it to based on a guest. So I will then have murder committed to solve the problem.
And
I mean, it's a wedding.
She did a follow-up video. She said, I guess my aunt called this hitman or hired a hitman and was being really loud about it. And my uncle overheard and was like, oh, this isn't good. So instead of calling the police like a normal person would, he called his sister and said, I think a crime has been committed. And then the sister called the cops and they were able to find out that grandma was still alive.
Oh, imagine this is your family.
Imagine that's your wife and you overhear this. And you're like, wait, is my wife calling a hitman?
See, that you know what? I have the same issue that this woman has, probably because she has hearing issues and you talk louder when you have hearing issues. I could never, ever perpetrate any kind, like have a secret crime plan because I would be like, all right, here's what we're going to do, Steve. You know that little bastard, Danny? I mean,
They should just get married like in Hawaii. It makes it hard for everybody to go.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Go
call.
find like a destination wedding.
That is a great call.
A lot cheaper than murdering someone, I'd imagine.
That's honestly why we got married in California. That when I first got married, so I was like, I don't want to deal with like inviting this person, not inviting that person, and then having people get mad at us. We're just going to go away.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's what you do. You say everyone's invited, but the only way to get there is to go through this mud run.
Wow.
Yes. And Granny and Grandpa, they're out. I mean, they just automatically can't do it, or
if they're freaks of nature, and we've seen those situations. Where
well, all right, then.
I freaking love mud runs. I'm in.
At the end, before you even get into the joint, you got to go through the floor is lava. If you can go through that, then you can get to our wedding.
Or I don't know, maybe just say you're not invited.
Yeah, right. Which is easier?
That seems very difficult. I better hire a hitman. So Jesus.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So this woman on TikTok, this is a crazy story about her aunt hiring a hitman to take out her grandma. So based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I still can't believe the time that a family member once did blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. I still can't believe the time that a family member once did blank. We got your calls, we got your texts after Nirvana on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9, that's us, KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And there is a woman on TikTok. You got to check out this video just because this is modern day. This is happening where a woman on TikTok says that her aunt hired a hitman to take out her grandma because, well, there's a wedding happening, and one way to get grandma not to go to the wedding is to basically have a hitman take her out.
One texter summed it up best. It's stories like these that make me feel better knowing that my family is crazy, but not that crazy.
Yeah. And so we want you to finish this sentence because maybe your family is crazy. And maybe not that crazy, but how crazy are they? Finish this sentence. I still can't believe the time that a family member once did blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
This text says, I still can't believe the time that my father once streaked at a Mariners game. Let's just say Dad loves his Budweiser. LOL.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. You think they were with Dad when this happened? Could you imagine, like, Joe and Sarah are at a game and you're there, too? And
I'm trying not to imagine that now.
And BJ's, like, watching the Red Sox and they're losing. He's like, we need some excitement. And he pounds the rest of his $13 beer and then just takes off his clothes and starts running on the
Here's
field.
what I'm saying right now. I feel like in your life you have two opportunities, 2 times in your life where you can be out of your freaking mind.
Yes.
When you're young.
Yes.
Drinking and partying during your college years and like that. Or when you're really old and you go, people are going to think I'm losing it anyway, so I'm just going to do it.
Right.
So kids, get ready, because I never did this stuff when I was young. Yeah, Steve, this is a great idea.
At no point did you say you would. You didn't say you wouldn't do this. You're in on this. I love this.
Rev, think about you get a get out of jail free card when you're older because that people just go, he's okay. Maybe he's okay because he's out of his mind.
All he has to do is he starts running out on the field, and then all of a sudden just stops and just looks around and be like, where am I?
Exactly. Just look confused after you do a bad thing.
Where are my pants?
Yes. Look confused. I probably should just go by pantless. I think if I go streaking, they might think I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'll just run around bottomless.
I want to hear Dave Sims call that.
Hey, Lloyd! Do some delivery for the truck to the airport.
Dave, I would be honored if you would call me streaking bottomless or whatever.
Hey, BJ.
Yeah.
Do some running.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would be fantastic.
I hope I'm at that game when you do it. I will cheer so hard. I will have tears coming down my eyes.
Yeah. I'm going to let you guys know. I'll put it on TikTok.
You should. Wow. That's your first TikTok video. All right, how about this text? I can't believe the time when everyone pitched in to help pay help my grandpa's sister pay for his funeral expenses. And she gambled it all away the day after the funeral.
That's
saw
amazing.
nothing wrong with it. What if that's what Grandpa wanted?
Yeah.
What if Grandpa had a gambling thing and she's just like, I'm doing it for him?
Oh, that. Oh, my. I see that. I would not.
That's when you realize you do have a gambling problem.
Yeah.
When you take money that was so generously given to you to help with funeral expenses and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go hit the poker table instead.
Yeah. You got to go talk to somebody. That's when I realize I have a relative problem. Yeah, I'm going to cut that person out. How about you, Victoria? When was the time that you were like, oh, I can't believe my family member did this?
This is something I recently found out, and it's still I'm still in shock.
Oh, this is good. So this is new news.
And I have to be a little vague about it, but I found out that a relative of mine has hooked up with multiple relatives of ours.
Whoa!
Both relatives by marriage and by blood.
City folks just don't.
Yeah.
Okay. No, like cousin on cousin action?
Like, aunt.
Oh, whoa.
Nephew action.
Whoa. Okay,
No, I don't even click on those thumbnails.
Yeah, that's...
And I know they're make-em-ups.
And then, he did other stuff because of that. Screwed a lot of people out of money because of that. There's just a lot of different levels to it that I can't really get into.
Wow.
I was like, wait, that relative is doing what?
Now, look,
did what?
From from an American moral standpoint, if you actually cheat on somebody who's a relative, but it's via marriage, okay. There's no biology into that, and there's no biological ramifications that could do anything. You aren't related. It's still a bad thing to do. But Steve, I would like to say this. How dare you? Every thumbnail on porn, they are not related biologically. It's always a stepmom, stepsis, step whatever.
Right?
Yeah, it's never.
That's a really good
I mean,
point.
there are. You just have to.
I don't know, man. I clicked on somewhere. Then as the story goes on and they're talking, you're like, wait a second. I don't even think they're pretending to be stepmother.
Oh, I haven't clicked on. I won't click on those. I have morals.
Those are the ones I'm like, goodbye, off that one. Because it's like, dude, establish it. Say step at least once in the conversation. Otherwise, I'm left thinking that you're actually that person's birth child. That's not cool.
No, you know what?
Listen to the conversations?
Yes, I want to know why.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need to know why they're making love.
Oh, exactly. I mean, my favorite is
I'm a fan of romance.
And the line always comes out. What would your father think if he? And then the father calls, and she's trying to have a conversation with the father while the stepson is involved in nefarious activity with her.
The ultimate move, though, is always when they compare length and size. So you're just like, daggers
of course. Bro, your father does not go to the lumber store the way you do, stepson.
Wow.
But don't tell your father that he's just not toting the Lowe's the way he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, those are completely legit because they're not related.
The internet's a weird place, man.
But Vicky and her family, I wouldn't click on that thumbnail, Vicky. That is
I wouldn't
wrong.
either.
Yeah, that's not. Well, congratulations, Vicky. You're part of something special.
And speaking of family, how about this person? I can't believe the time that my wife cheated on me with my cousin. They're now married and have kids.
Nice.
Oh, that's gotta make Thanksgiving weird.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know how you get over that. I really don't know how you get over that.
Another cousin story. Still can't believe the time that I had to take BJ to the prom. Signed BJ's cousin.
That's a weird one, yeah.
You know what I like is she wants to keep her name anonymous, so she just calls herself BJ's cousin. I will tell you right now, did you get a text from the snowman that assaulted me? Because it's about time he admitted that.
Well, it's not for the topic. He knows that he's not going to bug us with something that has nothing to do with the topic.
Frosty can suck it.
Whoa, winter. Snowmans don't exist in July.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
Danny brought the science back.
All right, how about this one? I had an aunt who in the late 80s won a jackpot prize winning some weird spin the wheel contest. She landed on a tiny sliver, which was for $1 million. But what I can't believe, she got addicted to crack and blew it all.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. She blew $1 million in crack?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if all of it on the crack, but
yeah, wow,
quite a bit of it.
Boy, that does suck. That really does suck. That's horrible. You go, good job. Oh, crack.
Weird segue.
You're right. Joey has blown a lot of money on crack. You're right.
Really? So much money.
Yeah.
No, mine is the time my mom tried to spend all her money on the Vietnamese dong.
Well, listen, I mean,
prostitution's illegal, okay?
I thought it was a delicacy.
No, you see, I would never have thought we would have fallen for one of those prince scams or anything like that. You know, my mom's savvy. She knows the Arabian prince not going to work. But the Vietnamese prince, that's something worth investing in.
Was it an email?
No, she was going to go to the bank. She was at the bank going to invest all of her savings into this currency because it was going to skyrocket.
And it was called the dong?
The dong.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this was multiple arguments that I had with her about this. And this has been over the course of our lives, where my wife just when you get involved with some at least I don't know if it exists today. Some people think that basically cryptocurrency is basically the dude's form of a pyramid scheme. My wife would do all these pyramid scheme things. So if somebody actually wanted her to, they said, okay, you ready? We're going to take your money. Meet me behind the Bank of America. It wasn't in the Bank of America. And I'm like,
this all sounds like it's on the up and up.
It's all right. I go, honey, and he wanted Social Security numbers and stuff. And she's like, all right.
You want the dong, you better be willing to give up the information.
Yeah. So, yeah, wow. Hey, you know what? We've got some exciting news for you. We've got one of the first ever players for your Seattle Kraken who is going to join us, and arguably this person is a fan favorite already. Brandon Tanev joins us at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.